what the government says because it's full of lies. They're a bunch of liars. And also be, also believe nothing and don't believe everything what the fake news says because they're also a bunch of liars, 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 liars. They lie and lie, 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 lie every single day, every time. So better start watching alternative media, start reading alternative newspaper. It will keep your it will keep your memory fresh and you will your mind will be fresh on the truth, the real truths. And anyways, enough of that. Let's start the 5 minute countdown, shall we? Hello there, folks. So, welcome to Asseylum Justin Villamor show. And remember what I said earlier. Believe nothing what the government says because they're full of lies, but they're a bunch of liars. The government is not your friend. They only care about their paychecks. They don't care about you at all. When it comes to these corrupt politicians. So it's important to vote them out and make them suffer the consequences. And same thing goes to the fake news media. Believe nothing what they say because they're liars. They keep spouting all of BS stuff. But anyways, let's get to it. J&W Foods 2201 Brimley Road, Unit 1, Scarborough, Ontario. That's one stop after Brimley and Shepherd. 416-298-1350. Again, JNW Foods. That's 2201 Brimley Road, Unit 1, Scarborough, Ontario, which is one stop after Brimley and Shepherd. 416-298-1350. And this is one of the absolutely best stores that you can go to. Pretty much sure you can find the local products that you want that you won't see in the supermarkets. Yep, initially you can find in the best local products there. Anyways, let's move out of it. So, yeah, as you can see there, there's the images, there's the constant target. Yep, they pick as their goal because guess what? Their political masters totally hates it. Like they totally hates dissenting opinions. This is a guaranteed police state. Let's read this. Toronto police make more arrests, issue more charges to lockdown protesters. As you can see, that's the most very egregious. You know that man, right? I interviewed him. His name is Ivan. Or for his Instagram page, Ivan known as, yeah. But and you heard me talking. You should like you heard me talking to him last week. I did a couple interview with him on the phone. You can hear it. And so he got targeted again. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna maybe tomorrow or later on, I'm gonna try to get in touch with him. If I'm gonna try to get in touch with him and see if he's already got out, and we shall see. because this is the most egregious act ever. Shutting down dissenting political opinions, like dissenting opinions, opinions that their political masters hate so much, and can tell you, uh, it is a pure intimidation tactic to scare the crap out of you, of course, to scare the crap out of you, 100%. So, how about let's continue reading this, shall we? The Toronto police continued to make arrests and lay charges at weekend demonstrations against lockdowns as Canada's largest city surpassed its rate as Canada's largest city surpassed its third straight month of tight lockdowns, having been placed in Ontario's gray zone lockdown classification back on November 23, 2020. Many businesses remain shuttered in Toronto despite cases and hospitalization for COVID-19 plummeting across not just the province but in Canada and the rest of the world. But cases are not. Cases doesn't equal to infections. Just to clarify here, cases doesn't equal to infection. And hospitals are empty right now. They're not overwhelmed. With lockdown restrictions still in place, protesters yet again took to the streets of downtown Toronto to rally against these measures. From Efron, here is the scene at Queen's Park North, usual meeting spot for Toronto's weekly lockdown protest. In the shadow of the Senate Act, there stands a half a dozen officers on standby to find and arrest any protesters who dare show up surveillance SUV park. But as you can see there, public vacation. Let's continue reading it. Officers guarded around the usual meeting spot for demonstrators, having effectively blocked the group from gathering at Oopsie. Officers gathered around the usual meeting spot for demonstrators, having effectively blocked the group from gathering at Young Dundas Square as they had for numerous months prior to a major crackdown that occurred on January 16. And this is the most egregious thing. And if you've been wondering if I did, why did I, if I didn't catch that on camera, here's the thing. There's two separate protests, and uh, basically the other one is Killian's, But uh, anyways, so let me explain why I didn't catch it on if I don't have it. Why I didn't get a footage of it. Why there's no footage of that. Why? Here's my answer because when that happened, I was at Young and Finch. were the other protests happening. And when I saw the thing, then after a few thing, after a few minutes there, I decided to, leave that area and go straight to downtown core, which is I end up at Young Dundas where they make another rest, but I didn't touch it on camera also. But uh, as you can see, uh, the footage of Young Dundas, and if you see my intro, like, it was not a Prince pipe, just a near the foot. My intro footage was near, like my intro footage took place at near Queen Station. So that's where I totally apologize for that. And if you've been wondering about the footage about Young and Finch, don't worry because uh, that's something that I didn't put out. Why? It's my basic decision. It is how I decide things here. And uh, basically, don't worry because basically this upcoming Saturday, which is the first Saturday of March, March 6th, I totally guarantee you that I will be at Queen's Park before 12 o'clock. Like maybe around 11 o'clock, 11:30, yes. I'm gonna be make sure I'll be there to catch the whole thing. The shenanigans will be happening. That's I can guarantee you. See, that's the most very outrageous thing. And let's continue reading it. The first protesters, the first protester arrested refused to provide police with identification as required by the province emergency act and stay-at-home order, in spite of a previous insistence from Toronto police that individuals will not have to explain why they were outdoors. Officers can exercise discretion in every situation, where the where there is evidence of non-compliance, officers will be ticketing and issuing summons to individuals and businesses. Deputy Chief Myron then Q said back on January 14th. Excerpts from today's lockdown protest. Full video coming soon. One man who was arrested last week at demo- One man who was arrested last week at the demonstration spoke about what happened to him following his detainment. So you can see there's the mountain union, the king horses and kings and oh boy. When you hear that sound, it's making me laugh, oh boy. oh boy. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna read this. Amount recounts his time in jail last weekend after his arrest for protesting Toronto's lockdown orders. He spent 3 days in a cell, received no charges or tickets, and was guaranteed an unconditional release. So, I'm gonna quote this. Quote, I would be arrested 12:15 at noon on Saturday and being released almost 12 o'clock at night on Monday. End quote, the man explained. Another individual was detained for carrying a protest sign, as has become commonplace at this protest, with Rebel News having overheard an order directing officers to do so last weekend. An officer also showed Rebel videographer Efron Monsanto, who was trying to record the arrest. More new normal policing from Toronto Police arrested one of the protesters and showed Rebel News cameraman Efron for recording their attacks on peaceful protesters. The police has been ordered to arrest anyone with a sign or megaphone. This is a well, there's no one gonna forgive them for assaulting Efron, Mocha, and including Lincoln J. Lincoln J, yes, I know him. And he's a nice guy. just doing a fantastic job. And she. So let's continue this. A second a second angle of the of the a single of the sorry about that. Totally apologize. My apologies. A second angle of the arrest can be seen below. Let's read that tweet from Efron. Here, Toronto police rushed to arrest a lockdown protester singled out for holding a sign during the peaceful march near Young Dundas. Why are police showing media from recording this secret arrest? Media exemptions had been known for weeks. Despite the efforts by police to break up the demonstrators, the rally continued on as it has every week since April 2020, with protests marching through the streets of downtown Toronto. Wake up and smell the communism. Well, there you have it. And let's read the last part. Weber News reporter David Menzies was on hand once again this week and will be filing a full video report later this week. Stay tuned for more coverage. And I cannot help but to be so outraged at this kind of behavior. I know that we know that there's some bad apples, but some of them are like some officers are friendly, you know, and let's see, like there's something from this guy. Let's see. So it's gonna so in that story kind of it talks about massive censorship. Uh, $100%. That's 100% for sure. They're so scared, of course. They're so scared of the truth. Massive censorship meaning they're afraid. They are afraid. And speaking of another massive censorship, well, guess what? Surprise! Another censorship. Now, Zuckerberg censored Lamont Daigle. Surprise! It is a big slap in the face surprise for us, eh? Don't you think? But in the other hand, this is so outrageous enough. They're scared, so they rely on the, censorship thing. Like, so very, very outrageous because this is a slap in the face. Like, this is a attack on our freedoms, like freedom of speech, freedom of expression, like, uh, basically, like, censorship. Like, big tech is trying to basically, uh, like, um, anyway, sorry about that. So, what big tech's doing is practically silencing us. They silent speeches, like things that they hate, that they don't agree with. And you know why like they're so powerful enough because first section 230. How about let's go and say what the section 230 says. So let's read this. No provider or user of an interactive computer service should be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. See? And what I can tell you folks, because of this section 230, that's why they become so powerful. If you've been wondering who whose person, like, if there's any politicians, like any people, if like any American public figure, politics, yep. I'm talking about politicians. Like if you're been figuring if any one of the if there's any voice out in GOES, Ron DeSantis is taking action against the big tech. Ted Cruz is voicing out his concerns about the recent moves about the recent move of big tech. And we know that President Trump is uh standing up against big tech censorship. And what I can tell you right now is this is the most very much of it. So in the most particular thing, folks, that this thing is so very much a huge slap in the face. Imagine that big tech has this kind of power, this amount, a huge amount of power, enough to take away your voice, like silence you with their censorship, and then like basically uh, presenting a amount of explicit amount of dangerous, like it indicated very dangerous move. This is so dangerous. Every time Big Tech makes, like every time Big Tech make this kind of move, is really like they're setting a dangerous move against our freedom of speech, freedom of thoughts, freedom of expression. Well, I think I should include freedom of the press. Like it's kind of a the going. Basically, this is the big tech like declaring war against First Amendment, against our freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of the press, freedom of thought. You know, like with their censorship, they're constantly declaring a war, and so dangerous. Like I'm kind of having this precedent of it. Like, I'm having thought of if big tech can really do this, they're gonna continue censoring things that they don't agree with. And you know what, folks? How about we shall go for it? We're gonna be right back. We're gonna go for a little short break here. So, well, I'm back, folks. So, yes, this is the most biggest surprise that the big tech have for us. Gee, uh, can imagine what I cannot imagine. What more surprise have the big tech for us? Like, what kind of surprise they will show us next? Maybe another censorship. Does my hands when's come to that, like my hands kind of full, filling with a lot of question marks. So anyway now, like what I can tell you right now is we have to wait and see. Never know. Hold on. Anyways, sorry about that. Well. How about let's skip? How about because like I have more things to talk about when it comes to big tech censorship. So how about let's move out of here for a little bit of time. So another surprise is of course because of Trudeau. Guess what? Surprise! The price of gas went higher. Well, why? If you've been wondering why, because of Trudeau. Saying, oh, this is important for, climate change. Yeah, because here's the absolute truth. Climate change is a hoax. Climate change is a hoax. Like leftists say things. Leftists like AOC saying, "Oh, if we don't do something now, the world will end in 3 months, 12 months, a year." But look, where are we now? It's already it's already March 1st, 2021, and still nothing happens because climate change is a hoax. It is a hoax. And by the way, yes. So if we take a look on the calendar, so next Saturday we will have another yep very special live stream of Asseylum Justin Villamor show. But next Sunday is much more special. Yep, the 14th very much more special because well, I'm gonna be talking about the things that it's just like I'm gonna be talking about things that's so important, like politics, like the thing that like well, not, not only that, of course, I want you guys to enjoy it, of course, because the 14th is my birthday, so uh, I should be expecting some greetings for you all. But anyways, enough of that. So here's one of the things that I'm so grateful about. Like, to have the chance to see the truth, be able to be see the harsh reality, like see the truth, and uh, seeing that and be able to open my eyes and wake up and see that the our rights and freedoms are at risk of being taken of being slowly like our rights and freedoms are slowly being taken away from us. And I'm also grateful to have an opportunity to uh, inform others, educate other people, and I'm also kind of being grateful for being able to see the truth and actually start fighting for rights and freedom. But if you can, as you can see, I had to basically do like I have to practically uh, for a little bit of time I have to practically uh, step off, you know, because the massive crackdown and uh, as you can see I started doing citizen journalism and I'm really grateful for that and I'm also grateful to be able to start my show like being able to I started this back in October and As you can see, as of right now, my shirt totally expands. Like I had a great interview with people like uh Mike Bear, my dear friend Adam, and sort of stuff. And also be able to, you know, be able to interview Sean Jason from Reuters, even though I haven't invited him on my show, but I'm gonna try to send an invitation to him. Yeah, I'm going to try to get in touch with him and send him an invitation. So, one day, yes, I will. And here's the thing, alright. So, I'm planning to send an invitation to Mukesh for him to go on my show. Yeah, planning to bring Mukesh as a guest. Yep, on my show and actually have a nice thing to talk. So, yes. And aside from that, uh, here's what I can tell you. Uh, and the most thing is, uh, I'm so very grateful that people are. I'm very much more grateful that people seeing that show. And Big Dick is literally afraid of it. That's why. So here's what I'm going to do. So here's the thing, folks. Uh, my message for you, my word of encouragement is please support small businesses and keep fighting for rights and freedom. You got my back, even though yes, I still fight for rights and freedom, but I'm going through of it. Uh, and the most thing is the citizen journalism. You know, and I totally like it. Bringing truth to the people. And what I can tell you is uh, I'm so grateful like, that be able to bring you some little opinion-based commentary on my videos when I'm doing videos like things. Yes, I do some. I pull out some. As you can see, like I said, like in my pieces of my opinion, and I said that meaning pulling out some little bit of commentary, but uh, as you can see, I'm doing citizen journalism, and when I do my videos, like I don't just little bit. Then I, I don't particularly put it so wide though. Because as you can see, Sino Villamor show is a commentary show, of course. And in their show, I bring you the best things, the most absolute thing about commentary. Sorry about that, folks. So, here's another thing we can tell you. Uh, it is of the best to start doing citizen journalism. It's great. And what I can tell you also is that uh, in the most thing ever of it is oh man, uh, the most of it is being able to, you know, spreading of truth. And by the way, faith is essential, yeah, besides me. We are all essential, no more lockdown, which is that is for today's theme. We are all essential, no more lockdown, and faith is essential. See this? See, we just again. See, as you can see, faith is essential. And there's another one like churches is essential, of course. And the reason why I don't bring this in me anymore, like, I mean, yes, I started doing journalism, and particularly, because of it, I've been constant target. So I'm gonna be bringing them again with me, man. Needed. So I'm just gonna go fix something here. So be right back. Sorry about that, folks. So how about let's move to another segment here. So yes. So as you might see it, currently Kian Bexley is at jail. Like he's at COVID jail, one of Trudeau's concentration camp. So this is a 55-second video clip from Kian. And how about we should take a look at it, shall we?
You can sign up for free. And you know what I would really love to be doing right now while I'm in one of Justin Trudeau's COVID gulags? Well, a puzzle. I really enjoy puzzles, whether it's at work and I'm putting together the pieces of a story and uncovering the other side of the story, something the mainstream media tries to hide from you. I enjoy those puzzles, but I also really enjoy jigsaw puzzles. That's why I'm actually launching a company very shortly here, and you can sign up for free so that you can get exclusive access to pre-orders. I'm going to be opening the company, and you can see it at theedgepiece.com. If you go there, you can sign up and you'll be the first to see when I launch my first round of puzzles. I'm really excited to start using puzzles to fight in the culture war in a totally different way. They're going to be exciting, they're going to be neat, and they're going to be exclusive, and you can get it. Just go to theedgepiece.com. Check it out, sign up, and I'll send you an email when we're ready to launch. You know what?
See? So, let's read some tweets from Kian. Some personal news. I'm going to make my own contribution to the culture war. I'm very excited to piss off the left in a whole new way. We're going to launch soon. Check it out. Reminder that even when women are on vacation, they deserve to be reminded that even women are on vacation, they deserve to not be sexually assaulted. I'm here to do what no bailout journalist will do, admit these aren't a hoax and are hurting Canadians. We deserve better than this and they deserve better than they deserve they deserve better than the mainstream media. Please go to I will totally encourage you to go right now at nocovidjails.com plus nocovidjails.com and totally uh totally make a donation there of course. And yes, don't forget gf.me/u/jgkyhk or paypal.com slash oopsie gf.me/u/jkjk oopsie sorry my apologies gf.me/u/zjkyhk or paypal.com/paypal me/programmentum2 and make a donation to keep me going. And I'm selling this bottle, so please make sure to buy one if you want one. And your generous donations would be appreciated, truly appreciated. I mean, truly appreciated. So go to nocolleges.com and make some little contribution to revenues. And also, don't forget to go to gf.me/u/jgkyhk or paypal.com/paypalme/fokulepenton to make and make a donation to keep me going here. Because these things does not come for free. No, not at all. So let's read some tweets. Little tweets from Ezra. I accuse Nancy's Calgary police of breaking criminal code section S.1 1762, disturbing a religious gathering. They walk right into a church service with their guns. That's illegal in Canada. And Angela retweeted this. So let's read this. COVID then crashed the economy. Government crashed the economy. Christy Noem, governor of South Dakota. See. So let's read this from Bible News. Kian Bexley returned from covering CPAC in Florida only to wind up in one of Justin Trudeau's COVID jails. Ah, no, not this one. So as you can see, there's the bar, picture of Kian Bexley. Says here, I'm in a COVID jail. Full report from the real Kian Bexley. There's the link. We need to protect our fellow countrymen from Trudeau's state-sanctioned kidnappers. See, that's what happens. And it can tell you, boom, or up. So, here's the thing, folks. In the midst of it, uh, I would say, in more precisely, is, yes, and more precisely, how can to afford this? Because I'm pretty much sure it will be the usual 2,000 bucks. Yep. And I can tell you right now, uh, is that they're gonna, I can tell you that can happen to you too. So if ever you don't take this as, like, don't take this for granted, can tell you right now, don't take this for granted. And, uh-huh. So what I can tell you right now is, uh, how she is. That thing can happen to you too. They can kidnap you and put you there, of course. So, for you, say no. Say no to their test. Say no to their quarantine. just walk out. If they say, "Oh, if they're gonna say that they're gonna issue a ticket, oh, say okay then, give me the ticket, and I'll see you guys in the court." And here's one of the possible things can happen. They give you trial and they're gonna keep postponing it. Why? Because they totally embarrassed them. Because you totally embarrassed them. So that's how it is. So what I can tell you about C-pop is totally, absolutely wonderful and uh, totally wonderful, of course. It's totally representing the patriotism. So, uh, basically, here's the thing. Sleepy Joe Biden, of course, is having another cough. So, how about we should take a look at Joey? Not the whole video, man. Here's the clip. Soothing.
Painful to watch.
Lizzie Pinelli, uh, excuse me, Pinell, and what am I doing here? I'm going to lose track here. And Mayor Turner, I could be known for as president. I would be the president who, during his era, ended cancer as we know it.
Boy, hell.
See, just take hit and you know, Trudeau and Sleepy Joe has hey, when Trudeau has his kind of reminding me of Sleepy Joe and in the most of them, Sleepy Joe and Trudeau, they both hide and they're not worried of it. They're not worried of it. No. See? So, yes, Wednesday, the Judas March issue, the March issue of Judas will come, so sorry about that. So, I didn't worry yet, no. So, as you can see with that is, they do fake tears and stuff. Like, they're gonna play with them, make you look bad. And speaking of that, let's go and yep. And shadows. Let's see about on YouTube. Uh,
Okay, now we're able to discern with
This
the
little
images
advertisement
on our
is
body,
bad.
we're able to clearly see what we're doing. A whistleblower from an Ontario college has come forward to expose some crazy diversity training mandatory for all full-time employees. A former faculty member at Sheridan College emailed us this training that relates to
See,
2020, which
the narrative, their propaganda, their brainwashing, you see. As you can see, meaning if you don't agree with them, they call you white supremacist. That's the thing. And I'm not saying that racism, you know. Indeed, racism exists, but his the basis of it is uh, that in the most thing is uh, you should not use that word when you don't have any argument, you know. Like, uh, in the most of basis of thing, please don't use it to create a freaking narrative or so.
all full-time staff were forced to review, along with a quiz afterwards to make sure, your privilege is known, of course. Now, this first slide tells you what type of privilege you have over others for basically every situation. Are you a man? Well, you oppress women. White people, you oppress everyone, obviously. Heterosexuals, well, you clearly oppress lesbian, gays, and even pansexuals who knew. Able-bodied oppress the disabled, and even adults oppress children and elders. I thought seniors were adults too, but who am I to say? And of course, Christians oppress all other religions, including non-Christian religious people. Just in case we missed something on that list, we throw that in there.
See, that's how crazy they are. And
College, a real school.
see, that's how crazy it is. So, uh, it's not true, of course. That's the leftist idea, say. That's how crazy they are. And the mainstream media, of course, it are blind and of course, even with people there. And I can tell you, uh, that what ethnicity is not true, of course. No, there's not anyone with being Christian. Because, uh, again, freedom of religion. Once again, you know, saying Christians, you oppress people. No, it's not true. Uh, Christianity is not soapy, soft, you know, and uh, when I can tell you that this is another leftist slander against Christians, and we've seen numerous pastors being held as a political prisoner. I should say that liberalism is so very stinky, so stinks so badly, and can't stand liberalism. It's so very stinky. And you know how it is, and it's just their narrative or so yes. So about Canadian Tire, I told you what to do. Sue them, boycott them. I don't care because I can tell you that uh see none of you. I can tell you I don't care and uh I don't give a single damn thing. Also, I'm totally encouraging you to go ahead and boycott Canadian Tire. Send them in full panic. So let's see if so hashtag boycott Canadian Tire. See those videos all over. So let's go with this one. MPP Randy Hillier, mass exemption. See, MPP Randy Hillier. Mass exemptions do exist and are to be adhered to. Period. Communist star is most definite. See, communist star is most definitely in the wrong here in an amazingly disgusting way. As you can see the clip from MPP Randy here. So here's what he said. He tweeted it out. Just spoke with the family. I understand this was indeed over not wearing a mask. Since when do Canadian Tire Store employees carry handcuffs for use on customers? Time to boycott all Canadian stores until these actions are condemned. See, that's why I don't care about. That's why I don't give a damn thing about Canadian Tire right now. And they can screw themselves. Go ahead and boycott Canadian Tire. Totally encouraging you boycott all Canadian toy stores. Boycott them. Boycott Canadian Tire. And I don't care if they go on full mode panic. And yeah, I don't care if they lose millions of dollars because of the boycotts. And I don't care if they go on full panic mode. I don't give a damn thing. No. They, their actions totally unacceptable. We totally disavow and condemn Canadian Tire's action. That's why let's go ahead and boycott Canadian Tire. Make sure to spread it all around. Hashtag boycott Canadian Tire. Let's go and boycott Canadian Tire together. And uh, here's the most final thing before we move up to big censorship. So here's the thing. CBC assaulted Kevin J. Johnson. Let's save this one. Yes, but CBC assaulted Kevin J. Johnson, and guess what? Kevin is gonna sue CBC, and sorry about that. I couldn't have the arm to find the video here, and hopefully I can show it to you tomorrow. Now let's move back to big day censorship. So, as you can pretty much see, it's so very big, hard to imagine what they can do, what the big day can do. With the tremendous amount of power, like for in in the eyes, with just a little, with just ants, so easy to step on and crush. Like they can step you with their foot and crush you like an ant, or even with their glove and crush you like an ant. Yep, and it's so totally, totally, uh, totally egregious enough. And here's what I can tell you right now, folks, is that I totally disavow and condemn big tech censorship. And in the most of thing is uh, that They're setting up a unprecedented amount of dangers with their censorship. And without free speech, there's nothing. If they can silence us, then it's pretty much uh, it's pretty much that they can, silence you and take away your voice in their platform for actually voicing, for posting something that they totally disagree with. And I, I should call it a uh, CCP style censorship. Like, Chinese doing this, and now Big Tech is doing it on us. Like, they particularly, they particularly indicating here that, oh, you're just a little ants, and we just can't, and we can step at you and crush you like an ant whenever we want to. There's a, and also this indicating here that uh, we're most powerful here. We're the most powerful here. So you better shut up and don't start posting stuff that we totally disagree with, or else we're gonna crush you and censor you. And can tell you right now, folks, that this is very much, uh, it is the very much of uh, big tech stepping out. Like they scared force. That's why they're running on censorship. And uh, with, and I can tell you, it's time to stand up against big tech censorship. It's time. It's time for action against big tech censorship. And yes, yes. Regarding about Canadian Tire, I told you, let's go ahead and boycott Canadian Tire all together. Teach them let's go ahead and teach them a lesson by boycotting them. Let's send a huge pressure on Canadian Tire. Let's send them into full panic mode. And I don't give a damn thing. Yep, I don't give a single shit if Canadian Tire lose millions of dollars because of boycotts. No, not at all. So, as you can see here, folks, that we're constantly running out of time here. And, uh, how about let's do another advertisement here. And then, guys, be right back. So, once again, JN the Foods. 2001 Grammy Road, Unit 1 Scarborough, Ontario, which is one stop after Brimley and Shepherd. And hold on. So yes, once again, G&W Foods, 2001 Brimley Road, Unit 1 Scarborough, Ontario, which is one stop after Brimley and Shepherd. The best place ever. And I'm pretty much sure you're gonna find the local product, one of the best local products there. And number one recommended place to go for grocery shopping. And uh, and also, please don't forget to make a donation. I truly appreciate it. So, here's what I can tell you right now, folks. We're running out of time, so I'm gonna have some final words here. So, believe nothing what the government says, they're not your friend, and media is your enemy. Yeah, the face media is one of your enemy. Believe nothing what they say because they're full of lies, full of slanders, and see, and also we make sure to be a critical thinker, ask questions, st- stop watching fake news, pick up and truth, like Sean Jason said, and do your own research. Stand up for your rights and freedom before they're gone forever. And that's my final message for today. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for paying attention to this. Yep, as always, thanks for hanging out today with me at my show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for paying attention. And I'll see you guys tomorrow then. And don't. And also, if you've been already answered your questions about the Robinson, I said I will be there at Thursday, of course, to see what will happen. And uh, in the most of things, in midst of it, let's see how we're gonna goes on Thursday for another day in Radisson. Yep, another Thursday of Radisson. Let's see how things will go. Things will go.